Very insightful discussions happening, and I think being in the industry, connecting to such knowledgeable people, understanding their viewpoints, I think it's very good and very important.
Congratulations to Anuradha and team for putting FIAKS together, where all the thought leaders, particularly from the fintech and banking industry, are assembled together, and the debates and discussions are taken to a different level, where even the policy advocacy level, the discussions which are happening in the community are looked into, and the continuous knowledge updation is ensured, and it's creating disruptions in the learning and development. So it's adding a lot of value to financial services and also the fintech industry. I wish this initiative grows from strength to strength.
I also want to congratulate the FIAKS community and Anuradha especially for all the good work they're doing in the knowledge management space. It's inspirational to see the kind of work they're doing selflessly, and I wish them all the best for their future endeavors.
FIAKS is a wonderful platform to learn, discuss and know different viewpoints on important developments in financial and technology. I find the topics and the deliberations very relevant and thought-provoking. Important regulatory changes, policies, disruptive and cutting-edge technologies and their impact on us is quite useful for people like me. I have been greatly benefited by this forum. Thank you once again, Vikas and Anuradha, for bringing professionals, entrepreneurs and policymakers together and create this great learning platform.
Idea is well conceived by FIAKS, and we learn a lot of things being part of this community, which helps like in terms of critical thinking, analyzing things in a different way, getting different perspective.
A brilliant initiative to deepen the learning curves for each employee in the banking fraternity, I would say, and more banking members should join here. Since I'm from banking, I'm saying that because it has a NBFCs and others as well can play in.
Talking about now people do hear, read, write, and can have multiple areas where they can gain knowledge which is bookish in nature. But what these forums serves are sharing of that knowledge in very contextual manner and giving experiences ki how this knowledge was translated into an outcome and what should one try and use it in a way. So I think the more practical aspect of it is what actually you are able to share it out here. Such communities are definitely more and more important for the overall development. As I said, we still are evolving. The industry will continue to grow at much bigger scale. The business models are evolving in the country. So such forums are required where people from different parts of the industry come together, speak very frankly, put across the positives and problem statements so that when you go back, you are thinking about it, and if there are like-minded people which you are able to get to know each other out here, you can build upon it.
What I have seen today with FIAKS is brilliant. I would have given an arm and a leg to have a knowledge system like this exist when I was going through so many changes in life, and wish I could rely on such a big platform to really gain advantage. So you guys are on to something special. Please keep it that way. I think this platform that you created as a nexus between financial institutions and fintechs can be a great platform to actually break that thinking, break that silo, and bring them together, because together I think there's a bigger impact to be created. I do hope with this platform we will see a lot more brands coming out of this industry, which is finance and fintechs, which are going to be international brands coming out of India. People will remember these moments, and there'll be a lot more moments.
This is the knowledge economy. I think fundamentally that is what will collectively take us forward. So keep going. We need a lot more of these conversations, a lot more of knowledge sharing. And like I said, we need to genuinely democratize this to the last mile.
Knowledge sharing is one great way of enabling the things to happen, right? I think I truly believe in that. And the way FIAKS is positioned, and it's like a very democratic platform and doesn't compete with many things. at times we lose our sight in terms of looking at competition and everything else. There's more collaboration, more bringing the ecosystem together, industry together, people together. That way it's a great idea to do knowledge sharing.
Basically, the FIAKS community is a good initiative for the knowledge sharing, and in BFSI segment, I think this is the first initiative somebody has taken in India to share the knowledge, and more people are getting involved. So it is taking a shape, and long run I see that FIAKS suggestion becomes policy driven in the government.
The upskilling which is required in today's dynamic world actually gets left behind. Okay, and that's the reason actually these kind of sessions are very important, so that actually people can update as to what's happening around. Today what I found actually very useful was, I mean, it was purely based on knowledge sharing. I mean, very basic and the real issues that we are facing. This was that kind of a discussion today. So these are things which are required.
Of course, I've been a very big fan of this particular exercise. Used to follow that in banks also. I think without this, I don't think this industry will be able to grow or prosper. I think this is very fundamental or hygiene factor, and I'm really glad that this Anuradha and Vikas has been doing this for the last 5 years. I think kudos to them. The message is very simple, right? I know that everybody is quite busy and they have their own priorities and all, but I think everybody should take out some time every week and spend some energy and contribute and collaborate for this initiative. I think eventually this will help the entire community, and of course, when you are contributing, you're also supposed to get that help.
It was excellent. It is. I have been to many such conclaves, but it has been managed so efficiently. Knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have, the more you can do. Keep growing and get more and more strength. You are doing wonderful work.
I feel that the community is growing. There's a lot of awareness coming. People are coming up and sharing their experiences, their experiments and their journeys, so which is helping us to evolve and grow. So I think what I would look forward is that the community keeps growing and thriving, and we all can keep learning from each other's experiences.
This has been my experience with FIAKS. Is any help you need, anything, you just drop in a message and you get to know what's happening, what's the latest. It's an enabling community. Yeah. It's a very powerful community of people who've come together for the right reasons, for knowledge sharing particularly, and for the betterment of the BFSI industry. Yeah. So whatever all of them discuss or put together, their raw thoughts which are not biased. And some things perhaps they are not able to say within their own organizations openly. They are able to say on the community and share that. So which helps everybody to understand what's the real undercurrent and where things are going wrong or where things are going right. So I think the entire BFSI industry can take note of the contributions being made by FIAKS and the members, and how as a community they come together and create knowledge and create, I would say, insights.
This is a very innovative platform, and they always strive for the excellence and then try to go out of the way. And then on this platform there are like a lot of industry leaders with years of the experience and tons of the knowledge. And that really helps everyone, including me. When I always learn a lot of the things, and then you throw back these things, your knowledge to the industry. FIAKS has been the beacon of the excellence, and they have been always striving to have the quality discussions and then knowledge share. And obviously it is in the interest of the individual as well as in the industry.
They are giving the platform to all these people to share your knowledge. Knowledge is a power.
Platforms like FIAKS have used a good channel like WhatsApp and then these conclaves to share that knowledge. There is a lot of things happening in the BFSI industry. It is undergoing a rapid change because of the digital revolution. A lot of countries are looking up to India. It's very important that FIAKS keeps us up to the curve, up to speed on this knowledge, so that we become even not just a digital power but a digital superpower.
Be it banking, financials, fintech for that matter, and with the latest technology coming into the fore, it is very important that one keeps themselves updated in terms of knowledge. And this is one platform wherein you get anything and everything related to the industry. FIAKS is playing a very crucial role as far as our industry is concerned.
FIAKS is a real boon to BFSI because the all elite individuals are here. Enough amount of knowledge sharing is there. So many BFSI guys out there, please join FIAKS to gain knowledge.
Very, very impressive because this is my 5th year. What we are experiencing, the people, those who are entrepreneurs or a business people, those who are gaining a knowledge that is required to share to the downline, so that the flow of knowledge goes from top to bottom.
FIAKS, as the name suggests, is always the knowledge sharing, and knowledge sharing is the way forward. Without knowledge sharing, the fintechs or the banks or the entire BFSI will not move forward, and these type of forums will definitely put an impetus to it, and we should encourage Vikas and Anuradha to take it forward. Excellent job what they are doing right now.
Things have become very complex nowadays, and each one has only exposure to certain aspect of the knowledge or has a different picture. It is highly important that everybody comes together and shares the bits and pieces of information that they have with themselves, so that the whole picture can be constructed, and it benefits all of us. We should continue to grow, we should continue to contribute and make sure that we make a difference to the industry. Many of us have individually made a difference. People have gone on to become create successful businesses and careers, and it should only multiply henceforth.
People like us, we keep on meeting and interacting, but we want to know what is happening across the industry. But the moment we will come across with many people who have from a different background and the verticals, so they can share the knowledge and we can up to date with the market. That is a great thing.
It's always a respected event for many years. So yeah, it's a pleasant scenario and a lot of knowledge sharing.
Very good platform here. We are sharing the knowledge, we are getting the knowledge. Whatever they are doing very good job, because knowledge sharing is very important.
And I think it's a fantastic platform for industry and academic to come together and discuss and actually hear split analyzing the things, what are the mind-boggling issues and at this moment in the business, in the BFSI sector. I think it's a very good forum.
So I think it's a very important event for us to be able to drive the way we are thinking collectively rather than thinking competitively.
FIAKS is playing a very important role. As much as I observed in my about 10 days of having come into the group, the fact that, one, sharing the knowledge, which is very important. Second, the fact that this place is not only for people to tell what they know, but for a lot of others like me and several more to come and learn what they should know. So I think it's a very important piece of the entire thing that FIAKS is doing. I also feel that FIAKS is a platform and a body which is very, very fit to be an SRO because of their knowledge levels, their depth of connections and their repository that they already have. So I think this would be a very good entity to front end itself for being an SRO for the fintech sector.